Kamal just got email that he cleared PMP. It has been a long journey
Thank God.
from
Yes, extremely long.
September 2023 to 6th of August 2025. With many time me pushing him, he's arguing, but finally in last 1.5 month, more of a 1 month, he decided, okay, now I want to get this thing done, and he's a certified PMP here. Kamal, congratulations. Share your journey with
Thank you.
in your own way.
Yeah, Amir, actually, s- some of my friends I mean, told me about you and I reached out to you. And you were the first person. Before that, I was always having a view about PMP that it's going to be a very tough certification. Maybe I'm not suitable for that. I'm more, focused towards Agile and Scrum certification. But later, after having a discussion with you, the way you convinced me, and then I started looking into PMP and all those knowledge areas, and especially when I attended your training sessions, these were very, knowledgeful. And after that, I just started thinking about, I mean, when I was enrolled in your session, I was thinking that maybe I would do, maybe I would not do a leave this thing. But later, just after, the way you teach, the way you taught all of your students, and when I was after enrolling in your sessions, I was, it was a very difficult, as was a very different experience, I would say. And yet I was one of the most, I would say, laziest student. I almost took almost 1.5 years to do PMP, but it was a very, very, very good experience, especially uh, all the materials, the training you have provided, and especially that simulator and all the RCS which we do for all the problems and all the questions. That really helped us, and that was basically the reason to for not for me. I think it's for every candidate that after doing the RCS for each and every problem, so they automatically it prepares you very well for the PMP. So yes, it was a long journey. I took a lot of time for doing PMP. There was other distractions. There was very tough office routine as well. But in between that, I managed. Yet I do PMP after some long time. But uh, I think that was the time. So I think it was a very good experience, and you were continuously, I still remember the way you were, reaching out to me right after days or right after weeks. Kya bana, kya bana? Now let's prepare yourself. So that really always you keep me pushing for to prepare myself for PMP. So
Hmm, Okay. Okay. So now this is a very interesting thing. You decided to give exam from home. Why?
Amir, what my experience was I have listened from many people that whenever you go to into the center and collectively a lot of people sitting in a center and when they start reading out the question during the exam, so that collective with their whispering, even their light sound make as a collectively it makes creates some kind of noise. So I'm a kind of a person, if I get any distraction like that, I my focus got left. So that's the reason I tried to give my exam as a proctor based from home, and I very comfortably give the exam, and it was a very it was more easy for me instead of putting myself into that hassle of going into the center and all that things, especially when you have a higher anxiety level before giving the exam. So I think that giving exam from home and was kind of a much better option for me as compared to reaching out to the your center where you have in case you if you're giving exam from the center. So especially the distractions are, I'm a kind of a person who really got distracted from
Hmm,
even a little bit of noise. So I think keeping yourself in alone, all alone, going giving exam in a separate room, it's a very good option for myself. What I think about my, I mean, for it was really suitable for me.
hmm. Okay. Okay. I totally understand that. Okay. So a very important thing here, how was the experience for the entire? You did send the message to me, but for everyone who is watching, how was your experience of giving the online exam? Again, I'm against it, but you said you can manage it, so that's perfectly fine. How was your experience of online exam?
I mean, it was very easy. There's no difficulty in giving online
How
exam.
was the internet? Internet was good?
Definitely, you need to make sure just from your side, your internet was should be, should not should anything should not get break in between.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely, it's your responsibility. I mean, the candidate's responsibility to make sure all of your arrangements are in place. Your internet, your the place where you are sitting, no one should be there, and you should not move your shoulders, you should not move your lips, especially and here you not, even you can't you cannot turn your face very much like this. So and as far as the exam is concerned, as proctor is concerned, I think he just asked me about to show to move your camera 360 to show where you are exactly sitting. So I showed him, and he said, "Okay, yes, let's proceed with the exam." So uh, did the exam, and it was a very good experience for myself. It was a very you can give exam from home, and I think that it was a more as far as the comfort is concerned, and you see it's more comfortable and more easy for a person to giving exam from home instead of putting yourself in, again I said, in that hassle of going and booking,
Mm.
looking for the centers and going into the centers, and especially that collective noise when a lot of people over there when they started whispering and reading out the problems questions. So I think that's a more better option.
Okay. How did you manage time in the exam?
Uh, I think you should spend. I was very much, I did a lot of questions on your simulator,
Mm.
so it prepared me really well as far as the time management is concerned. So time was managed. I like I for almost for all three parts. I all every time I think completed each section one, two, three well before time. Like sometime 15 minutes or sometime 10 minutes, and the last one I completed before. I think there was 13 to 14 minutes were remaining.
Mm. Okay, okay. I totally understand that. That's awesome. Okay. How was the question? What was the length of the question, if you can share that?
Yes, that's I would love to answer this. But my experience about to have listened from many people, I mean, and from you, that first section was very. Most of the questions are very tough in the first sections, but in my case, first section, yes, questions was somehow they were tricky, and but the length of the question was not that much. I remember I experienced many questions. I think 60 to 70% of the questions were just two-liner, one or two to three-liner questions. They were not very lengthy, but yet they were somehow they were difficult. And the tricky questions, most of the questions were related to agile, and then the mostly questions were related to agile. Just two questions for Scrum, and most of the questions after agile, I would say, communication and stakeholder management.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about this thing. How many drag and drop are there?
Only one, only one drag and drop.
Okay, and were they easy or difficult, drag and drop?
No, that was okay. That was easy question. I think that was related to the problem was it was not like you are supposed to match the
Mm.
in drag and drop like even the drag and drop was a scenario based question. So you need to complete the life cycle in some way
Mm.
for developing the software and delivering the release. So that was kind of a drag and drop in an agile environment.
Mm. How was Sudha with you along the journey?
Sorry, please come again.
Sudha, how did Sudha support you,
Yeah,
your facilitator, when you come back?
yeah,
What did
she I would must say she has a very major role in that journey. She's such a nice person, and she trained me, and she always back up me, encouraged me. and she's an excellent person. I think she's always very cooperative, and the way she guided me and also boost up my confidence for the exam and on all. She was always, asking each and every day. I think more than 10 times she's been asking, what are you doing? How many marks you have done? What's the result of your questions? She have all the material was the stuff she was sharing throughout especially just weeks before, 2 weeks before the exam. She was very much anxious and she was used to ask me, I mean, more than 10 times a day, what are you doing right now? What's the progress so far
Hmm.
from morning till before I sleep?
Okay, okay, that's just amazing. Okay, what would you say to other people how they should prepare and so that they can clear it in less time, in 1 to 2 months, how they should orient into it?
I think I would say important if someone want to prepare PMP, one must need to understand the overall flow
Hmm.
of the project management.
Hmm.
That's not a difficult thing to understand, and understand the basic concepts. Having servant leader mindset, that's is very important. And if someone will, do few important mocks, which you already know what are those important mocks, and do the RCA and go through your mastery series,
Hmm.
and then prep and then again do some mocks just for to have that stamina and to check how much your speed is to complete the questions within time. So I would say that would be very easy for a person. I think anyone can do PMP within 3 to 4 weeks, I would say. Maybe
Hmm.
it's very easy, I think.
So batch class, mastery series, and then do a little bit people mocks and do 180 mocks and final mocks. They can clear.
Yeah,
They can
yeah,
clear.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
I'm very much hopeful that anyone can clear the PMP.
Thank you very much, Kamal. Kamal just came back. He messaged me. He just came back from office. He messaged me, Amir, I just cleared PMP. And I said, let's record the journey. And he said that I did not even have dinner. I said, but let's first do this thing. I know otherwise you will become busy. So you will become other things. Congratulations. I am very happy. Finally, we are able to do this. This is something, and your journey will motivate many other people. Kamal. Congratulations once again.